welcome to One Man's Collection. Today I'm looking at the Ferrari Magazine collection number 43. This is the 250 GTL, or Berlinetta Lasso, I think it's actually called underneath the car. I do have a 143 scale. Looks like it's got a hair or something inside at the moment. But I'll have a good look at this Berlinetta Lasso, or GTL, it actually has in the magazine. Have a look at that at the end. Have a quick look through the magazine and show you what you get in this particular issue. So the single seater of this particular magazine is the 555 F1, Ferrari's final four-pot racer. Production model is the 250 GTL that we showed just there. Last the era of the front engine races is the 330 LMB, and the poster is of the 250 GTL luxurious end to the 250s. So I'm not going to read everything in detail, just gloss over some of this stuff. Used alongside the 625, the 555 Super Squalo, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, featuring a handful of races during the 1955 and 56 F1 World Championship. It struggled against an enormously powerful Mercedes W196 single-seater fitted with a 8-cylinder inline engine and desmodronic valves. I have no idea what they are. Engine in this particular one is a 4-cylinder inline, 2.497.56 cc, 2 overhead cam. Had 2 horizontal, I guess that's a 50mm twin choke carburetors at 260 brake horsepower at 7,400 RPM. No known maximum speed, but only produced in 1955. I think we do have a particular model like this. All of the extras that are coming in this particular magazine, you do get a die-cast car of it, which has actually been really good. So the honours list of the 555 is Belgian GP was 3rd and 4th, and Dutch was 5th. Italian was 3rd. So I've got a podium there. All right. I'm not going to keep reading everything though. If you want to have a look, you have to pause the video and you can read the article then. 250 GTL, a sumptuous GTL was the final model in Ferrari's 250 GT range. The L stood for Luxo, or luxury, and signified a marquee's desire to create a car of great refinement. Tell you what, I think a lot of these 250s, similar to this, I mean, I'd love one, but that's way beyond anybody's budget these days. I think they're really in the tens of millions from what I've seen stories on them. Maybe not all of them, but yeah. So streamlined profile without frills. Not a lot of rear lights on that, but beautiful looking interior. Look at that. Just your small gauges right in front of your steering wheel and the large ones in the middle. Okay. Dashboard, the GTL, featured a very unusual layout. The speedometer and revolution counter were in the center of the dashboard, while the secondary dials were immediately in front of the driver. The car had elegant leather bucket seats. Yeah, that's kind of what I was just commenting on. Having decided to increase the range of its 12-cylinder lineup, included a model that would appeal to clients looking for Grand Tourer. Yeah. Poster is of a red model. Looks very nice. I do like the silver look one too, though. I must admit, I'd be, I don't know, Ferrari red or silver. Honestly, it looks good in silver. All right, engine in this one is a 60-degree V12, just under 3 litres, 2 valves per cylinder, 3 Webers, a 36 DCS, and what's that, a 36mm? 240 to 250 brake horsepower. Maximum speed between 230 and 244 kilometers per hour, 143 to 152 mile an hour. Made between 62 and 64, and 350 were produced. Wonder how many are surviving. That's something that would have been nice. As of, I don't know, how long have I had this for? 10 years? Maybe less. As of, say, whenever they wrote this, 2010, 12, 15, X amount were left. Still in existence in collectors. Maybe they just don't know. Alright, moving on to competitive models configured for enduring racing. Beautiful and elegant, the 330 LMB Le Mans Berlinetta from 1963 was the last generation of competition Ferraris with the engine in the front. Yeah. An engine from the Testarossa family. It certainly looks like it. I think I've got, come to think of it, I've actually got a one, yeah, I think I have. Looking over there, 1/18 scale of this. I've done that on my channel already. Showing it off. It's got just under a 4 litre with 6 Weber, 42mm, 400 brake horsepower at 7,000 RPM, 280 km/h or 174 mph top speed. Made in 1963. There were 4 chassis. Well, there you go. Only 4 of them made. Very nice. An encouraging start. Rare photograph showing 2 330 LMB racing together at the Le Mans 24-hour in 63. Of the 330 LMB competing in the event, only the Maranello concessionaire's entrance, driven by Jack Sears and Michael Salmon, completed the race and finished in 5th position. Tell you what, they do look really nice. Alright, coming up in the next issue number 44, will be the F312B2 model. So, upon its debut in 1970, the F312B delivered the prancing horse marquee some long-awaited success in the Formula One. The following season, the B2 was introduced, providing a new signing Mario Andretti and an even more competitive Ferrari to challenge the strong British teams. We'll take a look at that one next week. Going to take a closer look at this particular car, and then I'll get it on the turntable so you can have a look. So it's got knock-on locks. Is that a triangle lock? I think it's meant to be. Hub. I don't see any brake calipers in there. I can't even see if there's the brake discs in there. Have a look at the front. You've got your badge on there. Very well done with that grille and the lights. I think the Ferrari collection has actually been a really good model set on this. So the driver's window is open, but the passenger's window is sealed. We do have a wooden steering wheel, and we actually have our gauges. So the large one's in the middle. Looks like we have a wooden gear stick knob as well, or leather. But we do have black interior seats. There we go. Give that a bit of a look. There's those 2 tiny little lights, but the 4 pipes underneath. Actually has a Ferrari on the boot area there. Trunk for the Americans. Alright, looking underneath. Exhaust pipes are in chrome. The rest is kind of modelled into the chassis of this particular model, which is, that actually feels metal. Yeah, don't know. Could be plastic. Fairly solid though. Ferrari 250 GT Berlinetta Lasso. So they've gone for the full name. Made in China 143. I'm going to put that on the turntable so you can take a look. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the rest. I'll be back with Magazine 44 next week. It's about, I think we're a little over halfway now through this whole collection. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.